4, we are going to do some staging tips, and we are going to do some debunking, some things that I've heard on YouTube and other sites. I am a professional stager with 20 years of experience. I still help people get their homes ready for sale. So what I say is from years of experience. So let's go right into number 1, which, since you're driving up to a home to preview it, what is the most important thing? Curb appeal. Of course, you do not even want to enter a house that looks shabby on the outside. If you've got peeling paint or debris all in the front yard, the yard isn't weeded, all that stuff gives a first impression. And they actually say a client will make up their mind in the first 10 seconds, that's fast, of driving up to a home if that owner has maintained it or not. So I tell my clients, if you're going to be selling, go ahead and put some pretty flowers on the front porch. If you have a wide front porch, put 1 pot on each side. And this is springtime, so it's a perfect time to have beautiful flowers on your porch. Touch up any peeling paint. Oh, my dog wants to be in the video. Hello, Bo. These are things that people are paying attention to because the agent, which I was an agent for 20 years also, has to stop and use her key to get into the house. So while they're standing on the porch, they're looking around and they're going to see how you maintained it, or start making up their mind about how you've maintained it. So just make sure that everything, if your doorbell's broken, fix it. That's a simple thing. Put flowers out there, have the weeding done, mulch your beds, have the grass cut. All these things are going to make a good first impression. That was number 1. Now, I heard a stager that actually has written a book say, oh, just paint your house inside white. Oh God, don't do that. No, you want to have neutral light tones, but white is so stark, and it's like it doesn't ground anything. It's so reflective. You want to have something that calms people. So right now, I'm in Sherwin-Williams a lot. I'm repainting my interior, and they have such nice neutrals, whether you want to go warm or cool. And that's a whole different ballgame. But you have to make sure that you consider what your exposure is in that room, because the paint is going to show differently according to north, south, east, west. For instance, my living room here has a northern exposure. So I have so many lights in that room just trying to have it bright. Okay, so just bring paint home, put some chips on the wall, at least 6 or 8 of them, tape them together and try the color out before you paint. You can also buy a quart of paint and do a big strip so that you have a good idea of how it's going to look. People like that continuity. So if you have rooms that are painted wild colors, which I always tell people, the way we live, the way we sell, 2 different things. So you want to have it monotone, basics if you can, okay? Number 3, clean your clutter. Flat surfaces always have a lot of clutter. It's what we do. If you have a table in the entryway, it's always going to gather keys and maybe wallets and all that kind of stuff that you do not want people seeing when they come in. Our desks are the worst, and they get clutter just stacked. We all do it. So take at least 3 items off each surface. And that way you're going to really make a good impression, because the cleaner and less clutter you have, the larger it looks. And then it looks more like a model home. You would never go into a model home and go, "Ooh, look at all that clutter." They do not have extraneous stuff sitting around. It's just a scene that is set to make it look gorgeous and make you want it. And that's what you want to do when you're selling your home. I think one of the worst things I see as a stager is seeing shoes. You walk in the door, who wants to see somebody's stinky shoes? Nobody. And you really don't want that as your welcoming gift as you come in the door. Wow, look at their 100 pair of tennis shoes. No, no, no. So they do, even IKEA sells, it looks like a cabinet and it's really cute. And it has drawers that tip out that you can put shoes down inside. I definitely recommend that if you just don't have enough closet space. People will never know what it's for, okay? But I also tell people, look, this is spring. So go ahead and pack away your boots and things that you use in the winter. You're gonna be packing anyway, so why not? Go ahead, pack those up. Don't let people see them because a lot of times shoes can be stinky, especially if you go to the gym and work out and everything. So just make sure that your shoes are hidden. Pack up ahead of time. If you have to get a storage unit, get a storage unit. Most time they run first month free, so it's not a big deal. Okay, number 5, add in the kitchen or on your dining table, add a fresh bowl of lemons and limes. It's visually really pleasing and they smell good. So why not? It's colorful and you can use them as you go along. They last a long time in a bowl. If you can put fresh flowers in the house, that's also a great option. Just don't overkill it. Okay. Number 6, remove unnecessary items in the bathrooms. This is a place that you really see a lot of clutter. It's hidden a lot of times behind the shower curtain, but you want the bathroom, people are looking at the bathrooms and they want that almost spa look. So if you can take a basket and roll up some white towels in it, that looks great. Maybe put a thing of soap in there. They have some, like Home Goods has really cute soap that looks good tucked into little white towels. And a lot of people have their toilet paper, extra toilet paper sitting out. Please don't do that. It's not inviting. And I always have, when I'm doing a pre-selling consult, I always say, put everything underneath the counter or wherever you can hide it in closets. Because what happens when you have too much clutter on any countertops, whether it be kitchen or bathroom, is what it signals to the potential buyer is you don't have enough space. Because why would it be sitting out on the counter if you had enough space? I see people do that in the kitchen all the time. So bathrooms, I always say pick up the rugs off the floor. It cuts up the space of the bathroom, which is already small. So you don't want to visually break up that space. Roll up some towels. Put, of course, your hand soap out. Liquid hand soap, and then really get everything out of the tub that you can. Just leave in the shower some shampoo, conditioner, whatever you need, but put the clutter away. It's only for the viewings. You're going to have to suffer for a couple weeks. Get over it, people. Get over it. You want to get the most amount of money for your home because it typically is your biggest ticket item that you own that you have put the most money into. Okay, number 7, extra furniture. I'll go in to talk to people and they're like, oh, I'm getting rid of that. Oh, I'm getting rid of that. I'm like, well, get rid of it. Okay, if you don't want it, that means usually it's in poor condition and people are coming in viewing your home. You don't want them seeing anything ratty. If it's something you want to take with you, but it's been well loved, I would say put it in storage or put it in the garage. Now, don't clutter the garage to the nth degree, because people still want to be able to walk out there, especially a man. He wants to know, can I is this big enough for a workbench? Can I put my tools in here? You don't want it just looking piled up, okay? So sell what you're going to sell before people come to look, because the more space you have, quicker it's going to sell. Number 8, deep cleaning. Okay. You definitely want to clean everything and add lamps if you need to for more light. When showings are happening, all the curtains, blinds, whatever you have, need to be open. I know a lot of times people shut themselves up. They don't want people looking in their windows, whatever. But during showings, they need to be able to see outside and see the natural light that the house gets. Unless it's really a horrible view, like your neighbor's pack rat, then let them see how the light comes in and it'll look cleaner. But you need to clean it all the way and have everything as neat as possible. Number 9, the primary bedroom. Important, okay? Primary bedroom is one of the main places people go. They want peace. You do not want it cluttered. You want it looking very neutral, kind of like when you go into a hotel and you're like, oh, look at that bed. And the first thing you do, you just want to snuggle into it, see if it's comfortable. So buy neutral linens and plump up those pillows and really make it pretty and clean and inviting. Again, have lamps on either side of the bed with your nightstands. I go into so many homes where they have 2 different nightstands and then they have 2 sides of lamps, or they have 1 lamp, and it just throws the balance of the room off. You can go on Facebook Marketplace, you can buy a couple of nightstands or some end tables, lamps, everything cheap, okay? So you don't have to, I'm not saying go out and spend a bunch of money and go to the furniture store. I'm saying whatever you buy, you can get cheaply. And if you want to sell it afterwards, even if you're just using it for staging the scene and you don't like it afterwards, throw it back on Marketplace and you get your money right back. That goes with any room in the house where you need furniture. And lastly, for this one, I'm going to say the kitchen. This is another thing that's really important to people. You definitely want to deep clean, fill your grout lines, and people will be really opening cabinets, so you need to have them neat. Pantries sometimes get stuffed to the gills. You want to make sure the floor is clean in all the closets if you can. Don't have a bunch of stuff laying on the floor, okay? Make sure if the cabinets are just really old and awful looking, if nothing else, have them painted. Maybe it'll cost you $1,000, but it'll be worth it. It's going to make it look shiny and new. You can change out hardware on the cabinets. That's going to bring it into this century. You know, there's a lot of people that have really old houses, and it makes it look dated, and people are always going to estimate that it's going to cost them a lot more to do the projects, and most people don't want projects. Everybody's busy working today. So these are just some tips that I'm going to give you. I will have a series of tips. I'm still working at staging. My staging company actually sold when I was 7.